everyone, Miss Emma here. I'm so happy you can join us. Today we're going to be learning all about how to make pollinator and insect homes from recycled materials you might find around your house or apartment. And these pollinator and insect homes can be put in backyards or parks or even our school garden. So before we get started, find a pencil and paper, and I'm going to ask you a few questions and just take a minute to write down your responses. So the first question is, I would like you to write down some ideas of what you think a pollinator or an insect might like in their home. Now, my next question for you is, on that same piece of paper, I want you to write down everything that you know about pollinators. So you can write down, what are pollinators? Maybe you have a definition. What do pollinators do? Why are they important? And where do they live? Take a few seconds or a few minutes to write down your answers to these questions. So here are the materials that we're going to use today to make our pollinator home. We are going to use an old can. So I have this can that used to have black beans in it, and I washed it out, and then I will take off the outside cover. Then we're going to need a pencil. We are also going to need some markers so you can decorate your pollinator home, a paper bag such as this one you might get from the grocery store, and some paper that you could use to cut up and decorate your pollinator home. You'll need some tape of this type or this type. You will need some string like this. The first step, if you're using a can, is to decorate the can. So we're going to take off the label. Be careful, because sometimes parts of the can can be a little sharp. And we're going to create a new label. So we're going to measure to about here, make a little line. It doesn't have to be exact. And then we'll just cut. So now that we've finished our label, you can make it however fancy you would like. I went a little bit simple, but you could add some collage, you could put on some fun little puff balls, whatever you have that you can add to decorate it in a fun way for your pollinators. Then you're going to wrap it around the can and tape it. We're going to want to make little rolls of cut up squares of the paper bag. So we need to see exactly how tall this can is. It's about like that. I'm just going to cut a little slit right there. And then I'm going to start making a bunch of squares that are about this size. So once you've made all your squares, you're going to start making the little tubes. So you're going to take one of your squares and your pencil, this is where your pencil comes into use, and you're going to put the pencil at the end of the square and just start rolling the paper very tightly around this pencil to make a little tube for your bee to fly into and live in. Then, before you take the pencil out, take a little bit of tape and tape that roll shut so that it won't need the pencil anymore. Then you can slide your pencil out and just stick that right into your can. You're going to make a lot of these that will fill up the whole can. So once you finish making all the paper bag tubes, you can cut up some of the string that you're going to hang around the can. You're going to want 2 pieces about the length of your arms, like this, pulling apart, length of your arms. And you're going to take your can and you're going to use both of the pieces to wrap one around the bottom of the jar and one around the top. And tie a knot so that you have a good amount still hanging. This is what you're going to use to hang it from the tree or the branch or whatever place you're hanging your pollinator home. So now that we've tied both of these pieces of string to the back and to the front of the can, I'm going to show you how to hang it in the tree. Thanks for joining us today. I had a lot of fun making pollinator homes and insect homes with you.